Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So as you guys can probably see from the title what this video is going to be about, I'm pretty nervous to tell this story. This is just a weird thing for me. I don't think, other than like my family, I haven't really told this story to anyone. So you're welcome. You're the first one to hear. Anyway, so for my last video, I was doing a Q&A. If you guys haven't seen that video, check out the link in the description. That was a really fun video. I really enjoyed the video. But anyway, in my last video, my Q&A, you guys asked me when was my first and last kiss or something like that. First and last kiss, if you want. My first and last kiss was the same person. I was young. I was a child. This is embarrassing. I'm not answering them. And then I had to say that it was the same person. So you guys asked me to do a story time about it. And I didn't think we were gonna get this personal this fast, but here we are. You guys are my family, and I'm putting myself out there for you. Alright. Hey guys, okay, so I'm looking back at this footage and I just wanted to say I'm not necessarily ashamed of only having one kiss. I just say it in like a funny way because some people don't understand, like, it's a weird thing to say when you're 21, but that's the reason for that is a whole nother story time or a whole nother video, I guess. But if you haven't had your first kiss yet, don't feel bad. No matter what age you are, literally it doesn't matter and it doesn't make a difference. And I know that's coming from someone that has already, but I'm just letting you know that it's literally like, who cares? Okay, back to the video. If you're new here, please like and subscribe. Click that subscribe button. Click that subscribe button. And click that bell. Alright, you done? Alright, let's get into it. So, this guy I met, he became my best friend. So let me give you a little backstory, okay? He was like new kid in town, you know. I'm old girl in town, and like I have this thing where when people are new, I have to like introduce them to people or become friends with them or do something to like help make their experience better, because I'm just like, what the heck? That's my job. I would hope that somebody would do that for me. And I've always been like the person that's always been around, not the new person or anything. So I just kind of felt like it was nice to welcome new people. But along with that, you know, we became really good friends. And I thought he was cute. When I met him, I really thought he looked like Zayn Malik. He didn't really look like Zayn Malik, but he didn't really look like him. I don't know why I thought that, but I was obsessed with Zayn Malik. I love Zayn. I did not like One Direction, but I love Zayn. Don't come for me, okay? Don't hate me. Anyway, so fast forward, we meet each other. We become friends. And I met him with his siblings, and he met me with my siblings, and so we all just became friends, and so our families became friends with each other. And so we hung out all the time, and we became best friends. So then we ended up talking all the time, like all the time. And we started to fall for each other. We did. It was a young love story. It really was. It really was. So it wasn't that we were texting all the time. We were kicking all the time. You guys remember that era. That's like a whole different thing, you know? So we met when we were like 12, and we started liking each other when I was like 13. Also, he's a year older than me, just to clarify. So then when I turned 13, and it was like my 8th grade year, and we liked each other, but it was just like we messaged all the time, but you know, we weren't gonna really do anything about it. Finally, we told each other, and that was near the end of the school year. And so then we're like, all right, it's official. We're boyfriend and girlfriend. We're not gonna tell anybody about this because this is our own secret, because I wasn't allowed to have any boyfriend or anything like that. And so, and Yeah, so I just was like, we have to keep it a secret because since we're best friends, if they find out, then I will just never be able to hang out with you ever again. And I don't want that to happen, so what's the answer? Secret. So yeah, so then the summer after my 8th grade year, so going into freshman year, that's when we became more, like, even more serious. So it wasn't just messaging all the time, but we wanted to see each other 24/8. You know, every opportunity we had to like talk to each other about how we felt, we took the opportunity. It was like serious business. Like, it was so crazy that like how intense about how much we spoke to each other was that like when I would get my phone taken away, we would email each other. Email. That's real love. No, I'm just kidding. Anyway, summer after 8th grade, going into freshman year, I went to this summer program that's like supposed to help kids like keep learning throughout the summer so they can retain like everything they learned throughout the year and they're prepared for like the next year of school. But also had like recreation, so you go on field trips and all this fun stuff, whatever. So long story short, this program was really close to his house. And so he would come to my summer program and like meet up to see me and everything before like during my recess or free time. I don't know what it was called back then, but you know, something like that. And so he would kick me and be like, hey Maya, I'm on my way, I'm finishing helping my dad with some work. And I'd be like, no problem, see you soon and stuff. And so then I would just be like, I would go outside and then he would roll up on his bike and we would just hang out. At that time, we were friends that had large feelings for each other. Obviously, what made it so we were dating was that we were exclusive and everything like that, but at this point we hadn't kissed, you know? And so then he would come to my school and bring me flowers. One day he came and he took me to the restaurant that was across the street to like go get lunch or something. He opened the door for me, he pulled out the chair, he was talking to the waitress and he was like, oh yes, can we get some tater tots please? And then he was like, do you want anything? You could tell he was nervous too. And I was just like, no, I'm good, thanks, we can just share the tots. And so then he was like, that'll be all, thank you. He was trying to be a gentleman and I was just so concerned with being nervous because I was like, oh my gosh. Like, I was at a restaurant that my family goes to and people I know go to frequently. So I was just so nervous that I was gonna see someone I know and like get caught and it would be like, oh my god, you know? And so I was so nervous. And I also just felt really guilty. Like, my conscience was just bothering me because I just felt like I'm not supposed to be doing this. So then we got our tots and then he was like, oh, so how are you? How's your day going? And I was like, I'm so sorry. I really don't feel like we should be here. I'm so uncomfortable. Can we leave? Yeah, I just said, can we leave or something? Like, I could not be there any longer. Like, I felt like this is a no. We gotta go. So he was like, yeah, no worries, let's go, let's just leave, it's fine. And so then I was like, I'm really sorry, I'm just so nervous, and I mean, this is technically like my first date and I just feel like we're gonna get caught and I feel really bad. And he was like, no, it's fine, if you don't want to be here, we don't have to be here. So we left and he, you know, he was very much a gentleman about it. So yeah, after that, then he would come to my school all the time, and my best friend at the time, she was like, girl, who's that boy that be seeing you at school? And I was like, I know, his name is and he comes here all the time to come see me. She's like, girl, yes, and she's like hyping me up about it. So then one day when I was parting ways from him, one of the coordinators at my summer school, or like one of like the teachers, I guess, was one of my parents' friends. And I guess he saw me part ways with him, because then he was like, oh Maya, who's that? And I was like, haha, nobody, I don't know what you're talking about. Back then I was pretty good at like playing the role. Part of it was like my conscience Like, I was just so concerned with making sure that I did not get in trouble and making sure that I didn't come off a certain way to people, that I was just like, when it came to like stuff like that, I was good at playing the role. So I was just like, oh wait, what? And then he was like, no, I saw you with that boy. What is that, your little boyfriend? And the good thing is I just hugged him goodbye and I said bye, and it was like a more casual day. It wasn't like anything like I was just like, I love you, and he's like, I love you, or nothing like that. So I was just like, oh no, like, that's my friend, like, you don't gotta trip, you know, no big deal. And then he's like, oh no, it's okay, Maya, it's okay. This is just our little secrets. It could be our secret, you know, I won't tell nobody. And I was like, huh? What the fudge? Like, that was a completely different response than I thought, but I was like, I thought it was weird to say that because I feel like he should have told on me, honestly. But maybe somebody else would be like, wow, what a wonderful man, you know, but I was just like, ooh, he bad. But then I was just continued to play the role. Like, I was like, I'm not gonna just forfeit what's going on. Like, I'm not gonna forfeit my role, the role that I'm playing right now, just because you said you're not gonna tell anybody. So then I was just like, oh, I mean, I guess, okay, cool, like, I don't know what you're talking about. Actress. So then, after that, you know, he was coming to my school at the time, and blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. Fast forward, summer school ends. Summer is ending, like, it's about to be freshman year. At this point, it was like, okay, we're officially boyfriend and girlfriend. We're just not kissing still, and we just didn't tell nobody, you know what I mean? So fast forward, school starts, and he would come visit my school. I know, this is crazy. He got homeschooled his second year of high school, so that was my first year of high school, so he was able to like come to my school during my lunchtime. This is at the point we're in high school now, and so he's like kind of wondering like, so when are we gonna kiss? And I was like, oh no, I'm not kissing until I'm officially a teenager. Huh? I said I'm not kissing until, I thought it was 15, but I guess it was 14 because it was my freshman year. So I was 14. I was 14 when I had my first kiss, I guess. And so I was like, I'm not kissing until I turn 14 because I'm not trying to tell my kids I had my first kiss when I was freaking 13. I just didn't want, I do not want that to be my story. I was like, no, I want it to be like a little bit more into freshman year, not just like as soon as I got in high school I just did it, which is fine if you do that, that's totally fine. But for me, I was just like, I wanted to say something to my kids that I would want to tell my kids the truth, one, and two, I would not want to have any shame about it. And so I was just like, for me at the time when I was that age, I was just like, no, I'm waiting until I am 14 years old. He was like, okay, that sounds good, no problem, you know. He was never really pushy about it, it was totally fine. And so then, one day, I turned 14, and I was like, dang, like, I don't want it to be like, hey, happy birthday, now let's kiss or something. So I was just like, no, that's not what's gonna happen. I was so nervous because I was like, I didn't think I was gonna be bad necessarily, but I didn't know what I was doing because I was new to this, and I was just so uncomfortable. Like, I was like, and I was feeling guilty because I was like, I'm gonna have my first kiss without my parents knowing. Oh my gosh, because I was, you know, I'm close with my parents. Like, I would tell my mom everything, like, about my crushes and all that. So, like, this was, like, one of the situations that I just didn't tell her anything, and so that was just ripping me apart. So, yeah. So then, one day, you know, we were on Kick, and I was like, hey, to be honest, I don't know, like, please don't, like, be weirded out if I don't know what I'm doing, because this is my first time. So, like, I'm gonna be uncomfortable, one, and I don't know how to do this, two. And then he was like, no, don't worry, like, no pressure, I'll help you, or whatever. So funny. And so then he would make jokes, oh, I hope you'll learn or something. You'll get the hang of it. It's literally not that big a deal. You just don't think about it. Just, you know, don't hit teeth and you'll be fine. I was like, okay. So one day he came to school and I was like, this has to be somewhere that no one will see us. I sound like so ashamed. Like, I sounded like if the roles were reversed, and someone probably would be like, no, they're not proud of you, break up with them. But it wasn't that I wasn't proud of him, I just knew I wasn't supposed to be dating, so I didn't want it to come out to the public, and so I didn't want to get in trouble, because if it came out, then I would get in trouble. So I was just like, I was like, this is the only reason why this is a secret. If I was allowed to date, I would not be keeping you from the world. Okay, so just an FYI to everybody, if someone's keeping you a secret, cut them out. Nobody should be keeping you a secret, okay? And so then I was like, downstairs, like by one of the locker rooms, like you go downstairs and like this is stairway, and then there's like this big empty area, and I was like, nobody goes down there. Let's go there. And then we did.
Oh wow.
And I was super nervous, but it went fine. It wasn't like, you know, it wasn't, in the beginning I was laughing because I was like, this is so weird talking about this. I'm so sorry. Okay, in the beginning I was laughing only because I was like, yo, are we for real right now? Like, is this for real happening? Like, I was just so uncomfortable. But then eventually I was like, no, don't laugh, because then that's gonna make him uncomfortable. I don't want him to think like something's wrong with him. So then I was just like, sorry, I'm so uncomfortable. He's like, don't be uncomfortable, you're totally fine. And so then we just got the hang of it. And then after that, we were like freaking just all the time.
Oh my God, this your friend. I am disgusted.
That's the farthest it went. But it's funny because then later on I got in trouble and I got my phone taken away, and he gave me his old phone so we could still talk. That is like some freaking Netflix. Hop on it right now. But yeah, it was really funny. But that's my story of my first kiss and of my first boyfriend. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. This is my first story time, so announcement. I'm so excited about, I don't know if it's gonna be the next video I post or the one after, but I'm doing something very big and very fun, and I'm super excited, so you guys stay tuned for that. Alright, you guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want any other story times, please comment them below and tell me if you've had your first kiss. Have you had your first kiss? And if you have, how was that? Was it good? Was it bad? Comment them below. Alright guys, I'll see you guys next time. Let me know if you want to hear another story time, and you can comment the idea below, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!